The movie Riding Alone for Thousands of Miles tells the true story of an old Japanese man. His name was Takada Guichi. He lived in a small fishing village by the sea. He lived alone for many years. He did not talk very much. He had not seen his son for a long time. They had no communication with each other. His son got sick and went to the hospital. The old man wanted to visit him, but his son refused to see him. He did not know how to fix the broken relationship between them. One time, he found out that his son had gone to Yunnan, China. There. His son had recorded an old kind of Chinese opera called Nuo opera. The son wanted very much to record one part of this opera. The name of that part was Riding Alone for Thousands of Miles. But the son could not do it. So the old man decided to go to China alone. He did not speak Chinese. He did not know anything about China. But he wanted to finish his son's last wish. This trip was much longer than 1,000 miles. Takada Guichi was an old man. He was 70 years old. He lived in a small house by the sea. The house was old and simple. Every morning, he woke up early. He went outside to look at the water. He thought about many things. He thought about his past. He thought about his family. But he did not talk to anyone. He was a quiet man. His face was hard. He did not smile much. One afternoon, the phone rang. Takada walked slowly to the phone. He picked it up. The voice on the phone was a woman's voice. It was his daughter-in-law, Ri. Rai was married to his son, Kenichi. Ri did not call very often. So Takada knew something was wrong. Rai said, "Father, I have bad news. Kenichi is very sick. He is in the hospital in Tokyo. The doctors say he has a serious problem with his liver. They say he may not live much longer." Takada did not say anything for a few seconds. He held the phone tightly. Then he said, "I will come to Tokyo." He took the bullet train from his village to Tokyo. The train was very fast, but the trip felt very long to him. He looked out the window. He saw many buildings and many people. He thought about his son. He had not seen Kenichi for many years. They did not talk. They did not write letters. They did not call each other. Takada did not even know what his son looked like now. When he arrived at the hospital, Ri met him at the door. She looked tired and sad. She took him to the floor where Kenichi stayed. The hall was clean and white. It smelled like medicine. Takada walked to the door of his son's room. He put his hand on the door. He was ready to go inside. But a nurse came out. She said, "I am sorry, sir. Your son does not want to see anyone. He asked us to keep the door closed." Takada stood there. He did not move. He looked at the closed door. His son was on the other side. But his son did not want to see him. Takada felt a sharp pain in his chest. He did not cry. He did not get angry. He just stood there. Then he turned around and walked away. He went outside the hospital. It was raining. He stood in the rain without an umbrella. He felt very alone. He knew he had made mistakes with his son. When Kenichi was young, Takata was not a kind father. He was strict. He worked all the time. He did not play with his son. He did not say, "I love you." He thought that was the right way to be a father. Now he understood he was wrong. But it was too late. Before Takata left the hospital, Ri gave him a small disc. She said, "Please take this. Kenichi made this recording when he was in China. Watch it. It will help you understand your son." Takata took the disc and went home. He put the disc into a machine. The machine showed pictures on a small screen. Takata saw his son. Kenichi was younger in the recording. He was walking in a place with big mountains. There were old villages with stone houses. A title on the screen said, Yunnan, China. Kenichi was working in Yunnan. His job was to study folk culture. He was interested in an old kind of Chinese opera. The name of the opera was Nuo Opera. This opera was very old. People had performed it for hundreds of years. The singers did not show their faces. They wore wooden masks. The masks were painted in bright colors. Each mask was for a different character in the story. Kenichi wanted to record one special song from this opera. The song was called "Riding Alone for Thousands of Miles." This song came from a very old Chinese book. The book was called Romance of the Three Kingdoms. In the story, a great general named Guan Yu had to travel a very long distance alone. He did not have any friends with him. The road was dangerous, but he did not give up. He was brave until the end. In the recording, Kenichi found a famous singer. The singer's name was Li Jiamin. People said Li Jiamin was the best singer of this song. His voice was very strong and emotional. Kenichi asked Li Jiamin to sing the song, but Li Jiamin said no. He pointed to his throat. He made a motion that meant, "It hurts." He was sick that day. He could not sing. He told Kenichi, "Come back next year. I will sing for you then." Kenichi was disappointed, but he agreed. He turned off his recorder. He went back to Japan. Then he got sick. He never returned to China. He never heard Li Jiamin sing. Takata watched the whole recording. He watched his son's face. He saw how much Kenichi wanted that song. Then Takata had an idea. It was a simple idea. He would go to China himself. He would find Li Jiamin. He would record the song. Then he would bring the recording to Kenichi. This would be his gift. This would be his way of saying sorry. Takata did not speak Chinese. He had never been to China. He did not know anyone there. He was an old man with no special skills. But he decided to go anyway. Takata flew on an airplane to China. He landed in a city called Kunming. Then he took a bus to Lijiang. Lijiang was a beautiful old city. There were canals and old streets, but Takata did not stop to look at the sights. He had work to do. He found a young woman who could help him. Her name was Jasmine. She was a guide. She spoke Japanese and Chinese. Takata told her, "I need to find Li Jiamin. I need to record his song." Jasmine took him to the theater where Li Jiamin performed. It was a big building with a red door. They went inside. The workers were friendly. They knew Li Jiamin well. But when Takata asked to see him, the workers looked sad. One worker said, "Li Jiamin is not here. He is in prison." Takata was shocked. "Prison? Why?" he asked. The worker told the story. Li Jiamin had a son. The son's name was Yang Yang. Yang Yang was about 8 years old. He lived in a small village far away in the mountains. Li Jiamin did not live with his son. He left the village many years ago. He did not take care of the boy. He was not a good father. One day, a man in the village said bad things about Li Jiamin. The man also said bad things about Yang Yang. Li Jiamin heard about this. He became very angry. He took a small knife. He went to find the man. He hurt the man with the knife. The man did not die, but he was badly hurt. The police came. They put Li Jiamin in prison. Now Li Jiamin was in a prison cell. He cried every day. He thought about his son. He missed Yang Yang very much. He did not want to sing anymore. He told everyone, "I will never sing riding alone for thousands of miles again." Takata listened to this story. He felt very sad for Li Jiamin. He also saw something familiar. Li Jiamin was a bad father. He left his son. He did not show love. Takata was the same. He also left his son. He also did not show love. The two men were the same inside. Takata thought, "If I help Li Jiamin see his son, maybe his heart will change. Maybe he will sing for me." Takata went to the prison. The prison was a big gray building with high walls. There were guards at the gate. Takata asked to see the warden. The warden was a kind man. He had a round face and a gentle voice. He liked Chinese culture. He understood why Takata had come. But the warden said, "There are many rules. You cannot just bring a prisoner's son here. You need permission from many offices." Takata did not give up. He went to one office after another. Each time, someone told him to go to a different place. He took many buses. He waited in many lines. He did not complain. He just stood and waited. He used a small recorder to record his requests. He spoke Japanese into the recorder. Then Jasmine translated his words into Chinese. He showed the recorder to the people in the offices. Finally, after many days, the prison agreed. The warden said, Takata can record Li Jiamin inside the prison. But Li Jiamin will not sing. He is too sad. Takata said, "Then let me bring his son to the prison. Let Li Jiamin see his son. Maybe then he will sing." The warden thought for a long time. Then he said yes. But there was a big problem. The son, Yang Yang, lived in a very far village. The village was deep in the mountains. There was no real road. Takata would have to go there and bring the boy back. Takata said, "I will go." He took a small car. The car drove for many hours. The road was not paved. It was made of dirt and rocks. The car shook and bumped. Takata held on tightly. After 6 hours, the car stopped. The driver said, "I cannot go further. You must walk." Takata walked for another hour. The sun was very hot. He was tired and thirsty. Finally, he saw the village. The houses were made of gray stone. There were chickens and dogs in the street. The people were farmers. They wore old, simple clothes. They were poor. But when they saw Takata, they smiled and offered him water. Takata found Yang Yang. The boy was small and thin. His face was dirty. His clothes had holes. He did not smile. He did not talk much. He looked at Takata with dark eyes. He did not know his father. Li Jiamin had left when Yang Yang was very young. The boy lived with his mother's family. He was angry at his father for leaving. Takata tried to talk to Yang Yang, but the boy did not understand Japanese. Takata tried to use his hands to show what he wanted. Yang Yang still did not understand. Then, without warning, the boy turned and ran. He ran very fast. He ran toward the mountains. Takata ran after him. But he was an old man. His legs were slow. The boy disappeared into the rocks. Takata walked up the mountain path. He looked behind every rock. He called out the boy's name. No answer. He walked for 2 hours. The sun burned his skin. He fell down once and cut his hand. He got up and kept walking. Finally, he found Yang Yang. The boy was sitting on a big rock. His face was wet from crying. Takata did not say anything. He just sat down next to the boy. They sat together in silence. Takata felt the boy's pain. He remembered his own son. He remembered how alone Kenichi must have felt. He started to cry too. The old man and the little boy sat on the rock, crying together. After a long time, Takata took out some food. He gave half to Yang Yang. The boy ate it slowly. Then Takata took a piece of string from his pocket. He made a small toy for the boy. It was a simple toy, just a shape made of string. Yang Yang looked at the toy. For the first time, he smiled a little. Then he reached out and took Takata's hand. They walked back to the village together, hand in hand. The villagers were very happy. They thanked Takata again and again. They gave him hot tea and a place to sleep. That night, Takata played with Yang Yang. He made more toys. He took pictures of the boy with a small machine. He felt something change inside his heart. He never played with his own son like this. He was always too busy or too cold. Now it was too late for Kenichi. But he could help this boy. The next day, Takata took Yang Yang to the prison. They walked into a big, cold room. The walls were gray. The lights were bright. Li Jiamin was brought in. He was wearing a gray prison uniform. His face was thin and tired. When Li Jiamin saw his son, he fell to his knees. He started to cry. He cried so hard his whole body shook. He said, "I am sorry. I am so sorry, my son." He reached out his hands, but Yang Yang did not move. The boy just stood there. He looked at his father with empty eyes. He did not smile. He did not cry. He did not say a word. Li Jiamin cried for a long time. The guards looked away. They felt sad too. Takata watched. He saw his own story in this room. He was Li Jiamin. He also left his son. He also could not get the time back. Tears ran down Takata's old face. Li Jiamin begged, "Please forgive me." Yang Yang did not answer. He just looked at the floor. Then Li Jiamin began to sing. He sang, "Riding Alone for Thousands of Miles." His voice started soft, then grew louder. It filled the whole room. The song was sad and beautiful. It was about a man who travels alone. He has no friends. He has no family. The road is long and hard, but he keeps going. He does not give up. Takata took out his recorder. His hands were shaking. He recorded the whole song. When Li Jiamin finished, the room was completely quiet. Takata went back to Japan. He carried the recording carefully. He went straight to the hospital. He gave the recording to Ri. He said, "Please play this for Kenichi." Then he stood outside the door. He did not go inside. Ri played the recording for Kenichi. Kenichi heard the song. He saw the pictures his father had taken. He saw his father crying. He saw his father helping a little boy. He saw his father travel thousands of miles alone. He did all of this for Kenichi. Kenichi looked at the machine. His eyes became wet. Takata did not wait to learn what happened. He went home to his fishing village. He went back to the sea. He sat by the water and looked at the ocean. He did not know if his son forgave him. He did not know if his son was still alive. He only knew that he tried. He tried to fix his mistake. He tried to say, "I love you," in the only way he knew how. The rest was not in his hands.